Well, okay, so would you mind going onto my
Yeah.
page?
Let me go ahead and mask read it as you do. Okay.
So, remember you were helping me with calendar, and
Yes.
so I looked under so look under members. Oh,
Okay.
and how do I want to get the page with the calendar under there. Just I've just got the silly little graphic of a calendar and then some dates that I've just typed in.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. And
Yeah.
then when we click on it, it goes to a separate page.
And actually, I was having so much trouble with spacing. I don't know if it's something to do with the eraser. I ended up actually doing this on a Word document and then just copying and pasting. But that's not what I'm asking you. I want to get the calendar under the
Under
members
this.
only. So I didn't know.
How to do that?
I went to menu, work with the menu, and I didn't see it anywhere.
Yeah, there isn't an like a clean way to do that, like the way that you
Oh,
can put up this page. There isn't a
oh,
way to do it that way, but if
okay.
you link to the calendar from like this page, that would be a way to do it.
Well, no,
Or
so people would have to know that. See, yeah, I just wanted people to know when they looked at members only that there's also a calendar.
you can
But
put it up here in the header, but you already have, this button
yeah,
for the
you know what?
mission.
It's not worth it. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so we took care of that. I don't know the reasoning, but it's okay. I believe you.
No, 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 go back because you now I have a
Okay,
question.
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You click on the calendar.
On this one?
Well,
Yep,
actually, it's read more. Yeah.
that's fine. Just see, I put in the calendar events and under the normal calendar. And I like that because it prompts you
This
for
one.
everything. You host phone numbers, contacts, yada, yada, yada. And but we'd like to also have, when we have our events, people create a one pager where the upcoming events are for the next month or so.
Hmm.
And so what I'd like to do is if you scroll
Those
down
are
here
things.
is be able to create something like this on like from the events you already have. In other words, instead of retyping everything, is there a way that you could
Oh, I
take that
see.
and make it linear or make it a four square or something?
There is not a quick and easy downloadable format.
Okay.
Yeah. The 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 only thing really is there's an RSS feed subscription button, but that's not going to give you a clean text version. The best bet would be like literally copying it and then going from there probably.
Because as you can imagine, what happens is
It's
they
all
create
wonky
they create
formatting.
their own. It looks good in PowerPoint, but then it doesn't have all the relevant information or it's wrong. As you know, the more times you
Yeah,
handle the same information, you introduce mistakes,
right.
or they'll have events they didn't tell me about. So, which I thought is interesting. That's a issue we have with our chapter. So,
No, that makes it
but
tough.
anyway, but yeah, that would be nice if we could create a one pager, just like well, you can just see right here, review of the city budget. We have just like that linear. So say, oh, so you can have people, prospective members and members too, that come to our events say, hey, yeah, this is what's coming up.
I will take note of it. I don't know if it's
Oh,
something possible, but
Let me see if I can find where that is.
it's
So,
kind of like how, like with the Google Calendar, for example, you have the month view and then you have the list view, and I think that's what you're talking about, like an
yes.
offering of a more condensed
it could be
list
like an art.
view.
It could be an article. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a PowerPoint one slide. Let me see if I can find what they did with it.
But Amaris, is that what it would be technically in terms
I would say, yeah, an article would be best.
article and then, yeah.
But I think the question, if I'm understanding, is that Mike is looking for once you enter all your events into your MyLO calendar, if there were a way to have it spit out to you a quick list, like with the event name, the date and time,
Oh, the bare minimums.
the bear,
Yes.
and if that were possible, because right
Oh,
now there is not a quick and easy way to
oh
do that.
yeah. That would be nice. Yeah. Huh.
I will see if that's even a possibility there.
Huh.
And of course, I can't find it now. So sorry.
No worries.
But you can talking about you just have our banner across it, and then you'll have two columns, upcoming events, and they'll just list them. Oh well.
I will see what is
If I
possible,
find
if
one
that is
later on,
possible.
I'll send it to you so you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. But I think I do at least get the question, the as far as if it is possible, then the question of how it'll be formatted will come later.
And I'm trying to suggest everyone in the on the board to use our calendars, the MyLO one. Again, it's because it has date, time, place, who's in charge of the event,
All the necessary stuff
all
so
the
nothing's
basic stuff.
forgotten. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did find out because we do create flyers with that, so we again could have that at events like we have for voter registration, or so we'll have one upcoming events, and then we'll have. But I used to tag that or I attach that flyer when I send out notices, and I'm finding out some governments strip out the pictures of the emails you send them, so they just get the text, which I was not aware of. So I've got to make sure that I've got the five W's in my text along with on the flyer that they may or not see.
Does Amaris is young? Does she know what that means?
I'm not sure what that is.
Oh,
It's a
oh,
journalist thing. Who, what, where,
Ah,
why, when?
yes.
and
Makes sense.
how, I guess sometimes you put in, but who,
Yeah.
what, when, where, and why. Yeah, that's
So,
right. Most of the people in my chapter don't know what that is
yeah,
either. They're
I
as old
know,
as
I
I am.
know, I know. I haven't heard that expression in ages. Well, staying on my thing,
Hmm.
so I did this would just be in the regular calendar.
Okay.
It's not happening until June. So click that. And it's for June 22nd.
Okay. Okay. Local ballot issue forum.
Yeah, and I had the hardest time. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to add. I want to say that the league is um a partner with ICCD, and it won't let me do it. And sometimes it looks like I did it, but then I go to save it,
Let's take a
and
look.
I don't get it.
Is it a specific section or was it in the body that you were trying to add it?
This is where I would have put it in the well, I would have put it in the body. And then I may have ended up, adding it to the front too under summary. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, see where it says summary?
Hmm.
That's not showing up, or unless I just
So
didn't
that
notice it.
is on the calendar showing up. So it's in the summary where you see it listed with
Oh,
all other
there it
events.
is. Okay, there it is.
But if you want it in the body, then you just have to repeat it.
Yeah, okay. What was I thinking? Okay. Well, then I don't know I don't know what was going on. Okay. Yeah, sorry.
No, no worries. Because yeah, it's there, but then it only shows like it whenever it's in the calendar or if you have it promoted to your front page, only when it's in a list. If you
Right.
wanted it to
But
be in the page as well, then just copy
yeah,
and paste it there in the body too.
yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, so sorry.
No, no worries.
So this is just a general question about Google Analytics.
Okay.
So it gave me a list of, well, it's quite a few, but the second highest, okay, like the first one I could tell had to do with the photo ID. Then the second one, though, it only has slash Michigan slash Dearborn Heights.
That's your
Like
home page.
I know it is, but I mean, so does that mean? supposedly 463. Yeah, right. People clicked on my our website and didn't do anything further.
What is, I don't know what like the number, what is the label for that one? Is it
Well,
page
it's
views? Is it clicks?
views,
Page views.
views.
Okay.
And I've
I'm
just
always
never
so
had
bad
anything where
about
there
them.
wasn't anything else beyond it, you know? I just thought that was funny.
Well, the page views can be, a lot larger than if you go down to like looking at clicks or scrolls. Um, the definition is of a page view is that it's an event recorded every time a user loads or reloads a page on your website. So it counts reloads as well. It's the total volume of visits, so it's not a super accurate number to know like the number of visitors. Page views can be a lot larger than any of your other metrics.
It's the second one, yeah. Okay, I just never had seen that before. I thought, oh, because the highest is again that photo ID, 649. What?
It's
But
very
like I said, I
possible.
couldn't even find it. I don't even know
I
where it's.
mean, if especially if you have other pages or other websites that are linking back to that specific page, or in online searches, they're looking for those exact terms.
Yeah,
Um, it's very possible that all that traffic is directly to that page. That's nice. That's
yeah.
good.
And then my last question
Hmm.
is, so I was on, looks like an event, I guess, and I noticed something new, and maybe it's been there forever, and I just never noticed it. But so my page that I printed says main image, alternate hero image, then it says location, and it's got regarding geocode or re-geocode or delete. And I guess I just never noticed that before.
Oh yeah.
It always been there?
Um, and that is about like if you have a location on your event. I won't actually make any changes, but this just to show what you're talking about. If you change the location, so say, I started out the event and I put the address as my house, but then we've updated it to be at the league's office. You would click re-geocode when you've
Oh, okay.
changed the address and then save it so that it just triggers the system to know that the Google Maps URL should be updated as well.
So that's only if you're changing the location.
Correct.
Oh, I
Yeah,
guess
because
I've
then
just never done that before, so yeah.
it'll update this link here where it says see
Oh,
map.
okay. Well, thank you. That was
Yeah.
easy. I'm finished.
It was
Is
very
Max
easy.
talking? I don't know.
But do that again. Do you mean every time you change the address, you've got to go to regenerate?
I've actually not tested it myself to see if you have to. Um, let's do a little bit of testing.
Because I do a lot of cloning and change the address. So,
You can fool around with the Farhat one, the one before this, because that's over.
No worries. I'm gonna
Okay.
pop over
Oh,
to a
you're
demo
masquerading.
site.
Okay, fine.
Thank you for
or
the
you can just
offer,
go to
though.
mine, just and see if mine work. Uh,
Right, that's true. Do you want me to pop over to one if you've already,
yeah,
cloned?
yeah.
We'll do a 2 for 1 so that if you do need to update the link there. Okay, which is one that you've
That's what needs
cloned?
to go to the top one. Why
Okay,
election matters. This is the second in the series, and I just cloned it from the first one. So,
so we should be seeing 500 Market Street. Yeah, I think that the geocode button could also be a bit of an antiquated button that maybe was more necessary at the start of MyLO.
okay,
Because we're obviously seeing the address that should be, not what would have been previous.
okay.
Well, I'm
How about
glad that
try
we
one
did that
more for
testing
me?
too. Yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah, this is cool. I see. I've got the
This
flyer.
one too. And I
No, go
love your
back. Yeah.
flyers. It's really nice to have visuals like that. And then
I
we have
love that.
Maple
Mike sent it
Street.
to us, and I love that you're doing that.
Yeah,
That
this one
worked
is
too.
there as well.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Great.
Yeah, that's what I found out when you send it to the clerks. The clerks strip out the picture.
Hmm.
So,
Wow.
but anyway,
I wonder if it's their
this
messaging
picture here,
system. It's probably pretty simple.
I don't know what they create the flyers in. I want to say Canva, and then they send it to me as a PDF, and then I've got to use the Microsoft snippet tool to make it into a picture.
Yeah. But yeah,
And
that's
then
smart.
some ones when I add it, I'll put a hyperlink in the picture. So if you click on the picture, you'll go to the link to register and all that,
Nice.
So, but I'm having trouble just having people look at the website and say all the information there that's available to the board and to the members that, that I try to help people out. So,
Right.
but that's another problem. If you have any tips on how to get people to actually look at it, like for the one we had an effort to get more people involved in the community. So I put this, you click on the get involved with the community on the
Which one?
left-hand side, the top of the left.
Oh,
Yeah, click on that thing. And so I think I stole this idea from you, Mary Jo.
Mm.
And so yeah, I've got volunteer for elections, become a candidate, attend community meetings. And so if you click on the community meetings with like Berrien County information, click here, it brings up the PDF and you'll know everything
oh
about
yeah.
townships, school boards, when
Mm.
the meetings are.
Oh, that's great. That's a nice, wow.
Yeah, all here so that they don't have to chase it down themselves. It's really
Yes. And
nice.
so they come up with these ideas to do stuff. And I go, great, just look at the website. You've got all the basics there. Instead of stressing on recreating this, it's there for you.
That
So
one's
anyway,
tough. Yeah,
Did, did,
no, getting them to look is tough. But I think you're probably already doing it. It's just having to reiterate it and like have them realize it is a lot here. You have a wealth of information here online.
yeah, thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying to make it so it's we don't have any excuses not to succeed. How's that?
Right.
Which I think is the point that we all try to get to. Take away the nose.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, as long as they, keep hearing about it, even just one visit, they're gonna be like, "Oh wow," because we get that a lot just across just league websites. Most people, because they're already involved, don't feel like they need to look at the website. It's like, I'm already a member. I'm already doing the work. Do I really need to check it? Well, it could help your work, but it also, you know, inspires them when they don't realize how much there already is there. And then that usually helps to get them to share it and do the work that you're trying to do there too, Mike.
Now, the one paragraph where you're there, the volunteer to assist with elections, I talked to both the elections for Berrien County and Cass County, and
So
they
you
were
help
surprised.
create or
Yeah, I said, I don't want to recreate anything. I want to direct my members to your site so you
yeah.
can tell them. I said, in this regard, we're working on the same stuff. You and
Hmm.
I both want to have all the qualified people that as registered voters, and we want all the registered voters to vote. I mean, I remember I said that to the board, and they were surprised. Says, well, we do have the same things in mind. They want the same thing we do.
And was that a thing of they ended up, did they have a page already that they just shared with you, or did they end up kind of compiling something?
If you click on the Berrien County one, then Berrien County is a bigger county, and so they have their own page with their own elections. So
Okay, so
they
they did
have
have
all this
something.
stuff here. Cass County is like a third of the size, so they don't have quite as much. So if you click on that one, it's basically talk to the clerk.
Okay.
So, but still, I mean, I'm sending them to the right place. They need to
Yeah.
know this
Yeah.
because somebody says, "Well, gee, how do you register somebody to vote?" I says, "I don't know how to do that. I send them to the state link or the county clerks. They know how to do it."
There you go.
I know it sounds crass, but I'm going, why
I
do I
mean,
have to do that?
no, yeah,
it sounds smart.
exactly. You are doing what you were expected to do. Obviously the steps of taking the time to go through a registration form, that is already, different.
Well, I want to
All the
stop
necessary
anybody
stuff.
from any possible attack saying that we're doing something to scare
Interfering or
people.
something.
Yes, somehow to shade things. And so then I want to make sure that we
Yeah.
pass them to the official site always.
Yeah.
We
And
know that,
bypass any of that
yeah.
um rumor.
You know,
Yep.
the only thing we're making easier for them, you don't have to hunt and find out what their URL is. You can just click it and get it here.
Right. And yeah, that's what we're here for. They're usually the voters or the visitors are usually coming to look for this type of information anyway, so it makes sense to have it all in one place
Oh.
and not recreate the wheel like you said. Just links out to where they need to find that official info.
But anyway, yeah, so far I don't have any real big questions. Thank you for helping me with the table. So that
Yeah,
helped.
no, for sure.
Maurice, you referred to RSS feed.
Hmm.
Is that something, I know that was a big deal years ago when it first came out, but so like, is there a way that every time I add like an event, that if you know how to fix up the RSS feed, that you would know about it? I mean, is that what the RSS feed that does?
Yes, I think I know for sure Outlook is one of those email offers that has RSS feed that you can incorporate into your inbox.
Oh,
And I
I have.
think
Oh,
it just, yeah, when the event has been added, you get the new notification. And then I think, for events that are already on the calendar, I can't remember how the layout is. I don't believe that it aligns with the Outlook calendar. It probably does. I can't recall. But yeah, it being a few years old as far as its popularity, it's
yeah.
not really like it's not something that you can like incorporate into your iPhone calendar or, most mobile calendars aren't
I
going to
don't
be
even care about that.
compatible, but
I just want to get like, like you get notifications now about other stuff on your phone or whatever. Just a notification.
it would have to be like through an email
Yeah.
provider.
Yeah. Okay, I do, yeah.
It might not be the cleanest as far as like if you're looking. I actually don't know. It's been a while since I last tested it.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Um, so it would come up as like a cal or an email notification.
Okay, I'll fool around with it.
I was also going to see because I know there were a couple of questions this past week in the Google group. Um, One question was about uh, is there an easy way to search for all active drafts? And this was, I guess, to prevent accidentally leaving something in draft mode that you were hoping to have published already.
Hmm.
And that was I recommended through manage content, since you have the filtering options here to select what is not published.
Okay.
And then you can even narrow it down to should it be accessible to everyone or was it private? Because if, members only, you might not care to look at those, but you're just looking to look at what was meant to be for the public but was not published yet. And then go
Yeah, I
through.
find this helpful when I'm working on a page and before I can save it or publish it or draft as anything, somehow I lose connectivity with my PC and then I have to come back here to see, find out
Exactly.
how to find it to start working. So I'd have to redo it all over again.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That
that is true. Sometimes I'm working on stuff and I accidentally, I guess, disconnect the connection. And I think, and yeah, I start all over, but you're saying that if I started on something and I hadn't saved it, it should still be there somewhere?
no, you have to
Oh,
save it. I
Oh,
will
okay.
say though that
Oh,
if,
save it, but I should have said saved but you don't have to
but right,
publish it.
correct.
Got it.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I did want to say too, because I've had this where I'm working on a draft and I accidentally click something and get out of the draft. I end up going to another link and
Yeah.
I think, oh no, because it's opened in the same tab.
Yeah.
Milo is usually pretty good about uh it'll not save, but it will the browser will remember your last work for the most
Yes.
part if
Yep.
you just backspace. So I've done that myself where I freak out because I've clicked, to somewhere
We
else and
spent
I
so much
had not
time on
clicked
this.
save. Exactly. And so, always try just going back in your browser to see if it, left you where you were at and then go quickly down to save.
Well, here's the person here because you've got the perfect example, the clone. Because I'll
Hmm.
take an event and I'll clone it and I'll pull the flyer up in another browser or another page, and I'm
Yes.
looking back and forth, and all of a sudden
Yes.
I close.
Oh, the draft instead of the one you were already had published.
Yes, yes. We've all done this one, I would assume.
Yeah. I mean, they all hurt the same though.
Yes, they do. Because you're going, okay, the back arrow key is not going to help me.
And for those, sometimes I always hit Control Shift T to open a tab that I've closed. I don't know
Oh,
if that one is as good as remembering, but
Yeah.
it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you ever want to reopen a tab that you've closed, like let me close this one, you hit Control Shift T and it opens it back up.
Oh, cool. I'll have to remember that.
Yes.
yeah. Because I'd have to go into my browser, I think, to find the history and stuff
Oh
to
yeah, and that too. But then if you're pulling it up from the history, it will most likely not have the edits. But if you're
Oh,
going back or you're reopening a closed tab,
yeah.
usually those in those cases, well, let's test it. Let me do a couple of edits on this demo site. We'll close it and then see if it saves. Look at me. Let's close and then Control Shift T. Oh. Oh, it did.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Control Shift T.
Yes,
And
that is
what
a
does the
good one.
T stand for to help me remember?
The tab.
Tab. Okay.
Hmm. Control Shift T, because then Control T opens a new tab, and then Control Shift T opens
Oh,
the most previously closed tab.
okay.
I do that a lot because I'll be working in multiple tabs. I close them all, and then 5 seconds later, I'm like, wait, I need to reference, a couple of tabs, and I just hit Control Shift T multiple times until the tab that I wanted opens back up.
So you're just making a strong case for people should learn some of the
Some of the
original
keyboard,
commands.
yeah, those
Control V,
shortcuts really
control.
come in handy.
Yes.
And I don't know why I hadn't, used Control Z, the undo, before. I really have started using that lately.
Uh,
Yeah, they're really
yes.
helpful.
Bring back my consulting days where I had to do all that stuff. That and YouTubes. I had to retire when my employer filtered out my ability to go to do YouTubes.
Oh,
So I couldn't go if I forgot how to do something. I'd always just go to YouTube and type it in and just replay the exercise, the learning.
Did you work for the government?
No, I worked for the last time NTT Data. Them and HP and Dell.
Yeah. I
They
I
were
started a blog when I was in my federal library,
yeah.
and at some point it came down that we are not allowed to have blogs. But I thought it
mm.
was great because it was a way for me at that point to, share new stuff in the library.
But see, but to show how silly they are, I just took my cell phone and my iPad, and so then I would connect my iPad as a hotspot and would play them anyway.
Okay, yeah.
And my
Well,
boss would say, well, you're just circumventing the rules. I says, that's how you pay me for, is to come up with solutions.
I remember
Oh,
years ago, who I forget what he would be the director of. I don't know if there was an information, but anyway, being at a meeting and him saying to me, Mary Jo, because they were talking about an internet policy. Mary Jo, do you oh, I was going to say play the field. That's not what do you surf the net?
yes.
Ah.
And I said, well, I don't surf the net. I mean, using the network to try and find answers to questions, but I'm not just sitting there fooling around because that's what it means to me, surfing the net.
Uh,
I mean, I don't even think people use that expression anymore, but
yeah.
anyway, I thought, what an idiot.
Well, we had one with GM. They were coming out with a top secret presentation, and you'd be on, let's say, a Zoom call or something, although it was a predecessor to that. And they say, don't share it with anybody. And you're going, I can do just screen prints and just save it as we go along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I remember talking about that with like YouTube because we have our policy of with the candidate forums, don't just highlight one candidate. Clipping kind of does that. And so you try and prevent that, but you can't 100% prevent it.
No.
Anybody can screen grab, anybody can literally just record with another device
Yep.
on the computer. So yeah, like if somebody wanted it that badly, they're going to take it if it's online or, digital somewhere where someone has access.
You get back to your first ethics class where they tell you if you don't want it on the web, just don't say it or print it.
Right.
Because somebody will find a way to take whatever you've produced and send it to the world.
Hmm.
I know
Just assume nothing is private or nothing you can't get to.
there was some
Yeah.
Henry Ford II, he was known for saying something like, never complain, never explain, or something like
But
that. You know what I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
Amaris, is I'm getting again so many, this is about 3 days in a row, things from Russia, and I don't know if that's, you know,
See what
periodic. I don't know how it works.
filtering maybe we can do because I don't
Uh,
know if there's maybe filtering by like the characters that are uh like identified maybe, but I will make a
they're
note.
all Russian. Yeah.
Um,
So, and I go in and, you're not supposed to, I don't know that they're the Russian, but I kind of figure it when I see so many. But how do I know that one of those 10 is not legitimate? So I have to open it.
mhm,
On Outlook, I can just see a preview so I know,
mhm.
and I can just delete it. But when I go into the Gmail, I open it because I don't. I feel it's my response. It's a group
To
Gmail, but
just check.
go in there and get rid of any MyLO stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a little disconcerting, but
I'll see what more filtering maybe we can do.
mm, but it's all Russian.
And it's in written in Russian, correct?
Um.
Like it's not
Oh,
English words. It may be some Russian characters and
well, you know what? I don't even know that not to mention look that far. I just look for the
like the
you know
top line at least or something.
well the email and if
Oh, okay.
RUS or whatever it is.
Okay. No, that helps because any little pieces that I can try and because if it is possible to somehow filter them for certain things, then maybe we can say, these email endings, or if it has a certain way, because I know that some email providers will have .ru as their ending. So maybe there's a way for our developers to limit them with that criteria.
Okay, thanks. Do you ever get those, Mike?
I not necessarily from Russians. Not from Milo. I get it from my personal stuff every now and then.
See,
That
that's what I
they're just
don't
fishing.
understand. Why do we get it and other groups don't get it? I mean, I don't get it.
I'm not
I don't know. I
sure.
just assume that I'm out there so many different places. They're trolling and just hitting email addresses. And
Mm,
sometimes they'll have an email generator. Just go through stuff
Yeah.
like they
yeah,
did with
I'm not
cell phones
sure.
with text. I think they just have a generator that just tries to, hit. Now, again, going back to my GM days, they would have a department which would have the first four letters the same or numbers the same. And then the next three would be all the deaths in that department. So if you got to the first the first four numbers of an exchange, you just go through and generate the other ones, and you were going to get somebody's desk.
Wow.
So they do. I would assume they do some of that too.
I got kind of educated guesses once they
Yep,
figure it out.
that's what they need. That's what we need all the data centers for, Mary Jo, for all that to
Ugh.
run all these algorithms to contact us.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. I mean, I would imagine the league is going to be on its way to soon having an AI position. Oh man. Well,
Yeah.
oh,
But I don't have any other questions.
Yeah, I'm finished too, but thank you.
yeah,
Yes,
no
thank you very
problem.
much. And
Um,
thank you, Mary Jo, because you bring up stuff that I should have questions
Oh,
on.
there's Susan. Maybe Susan
yeah,
has a question.
I'm hopeful I didn't miss her earlier. Hi,
Yeah,
Susan. Sorry if I was not seeing your request to join sooner.
there you are.
Hi, Susan.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Hi
Hello.
there. Happy Friday.
Yes, indeed. Oh, I recognize familiar names, familiar faces, you two.
Well, we're actually finished with our questions. Did you have anything to bring up or ask about?
Well, I should have, but I couldn't think of anything. Every once in a while, I hit a hiccup and I think, oh, I should ask the group. But Thursday is a conflict for me. And today was a partial conflict, which is why I'm late. But
Oh,
No
I
worries.
thought I'd just check in and see what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about we were just finishing talking about contact forms and if you ever receive kind of phishing emails or funky messages through your contact forms. I'm going to see what our developers can do about possibly filtering some of those out.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Can't say that I do
okay.
Yeah,
yet.
I get them from Russia.
I'm sure it's going to come.
As that's too, as election season approaches, as the general election approaches, I think will if needed, we'll be increasing traffic just to make sure that we don't have any slow time or downtime. And then yeah, if we can do some filtering of those contact forms, I think that would be perfect timing ahead of the November election.
Yeah, I assume the traffic is going to pick up.
I think so. Um, let's see. There was a couple of other questions that happened this week.
Oh,
There was okay, yeah, the third party question, third party embed code. She was trying to add a new paragraph box, and I suggested to try saving. Let's see if I can recreate that. So when we edit, and this is for any content type, it could be a page, an event, as long as it has this body with embed code section. This is what she was referring to. So when she clicked add third party embed code box, I think hers may have kept spinning and said, please wait.
oh,
Okay. Sometimes it starts to open, but then it shuts down. So it probably did the, spinning and
yeah.
then went away,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, it says that now. It says, please wait. Oh, there it goes.
But then yours pops up.
No.
So I think hers just did the spinny wheel, please wait, and then went away. And it seemed as if she didn't try to add anything. So if that does happen to you, and I'm unfortunately not able to recreate that particular issue, but this is a similar one. So the formatted text box, um, that should come with the WYSIWYG toolbar, and it is obviously not there. So my suggestion to this other question would work the same. So just save before you make any changes. Just save, and you can save it in draft mode. And then when you come back, if any of those paragraph boxes that you added didn't appear before, or if the WYSIWYG box was missing, all of those will appear after you've saved.
Okay.
And that's happens for some, doesn't happen for others. I think it's a partially a matter of what the user's device or internet service might be.
Reese, if somebody added something in this box right there, where would it show up? Would it be part of the body? But where would it show
Yeah,
up?
it would be part of the body just at the bottom.
And why would you have to use a second box? I think maybe I've used that for pictures, but I don't know. It seems like I used it once.
Yeah,
Why don't you
it
go back to
depends. Do
my
you,
invite
yeah, I was
for,
gonna say, does anybody have an
yeah, go back to my
example?
invite for the meeting, because I usually put them at the end and you can see how I use them. And why I clone these things.
Let me stop
Go to the,
masquerading.
yeah,
On the calendar?
yes, go to the calendar one, or just scroll down.
Oh,
Either way, they're right there. Just click on this one.
either one.
Yeah, if not, then click on the next one.
Okay.
Now scroll down.
Well, we want to see the draft.
Oh yeah, let me open
Let me
both.
show you where it
See
is
what it looks
first.
like first.
So new draft in one tab, and then we'll look at the public one in the other. And sorry, I stopped masquerading, so it's gonna look a little different, but
Uh,
the same kind of structure is there. So
Okay.
here's the body, and then here's the body with embed code. It starts with interested in joining. So that's
Okay.
what that looks like in the back end, and then this is what
Okay.
it looks like here.
What I try to do is put this, it's
Oh.
almost like I create a footer that I want to have on
So you
certain
want it to
events. I
look
want it.
different. You want it to look different than the
Yeah.
body. It's not
Oh
really
no, scroll down.
body.
I'll
Do you
scroll
want me
down
to go
again.
to
I'll show
the
you.
other event
This
and
is a
show the
public
same?
event, so I always want on public events to put a box on the bottom saying interested
Okay.
in joining.
Oh,
So I
okay.
put that in the third, so I put it in the
Yeah.
bottom. So when
Uh-huh.
I clone this for my next event, it's already there.
And then you don't have
Uh,
to worry about changing the body with embed code section. Let me show
Yes.
another event too to show the.
And I think if you go to the next, the NAACP is another one too. I might have something a little different.
Okay. And then
No, that's the same thing.
let's show the back end as
But
well.
that's how I do it, Mary Jo.
well, okay, so
Now,
what
some
would
of them for members of, sometimes I'll have like the donate at the bottom.
happen?
Right.
That's smart. What if you had just put that in the body? I knew it wouldn't look maybe different, but you could still have centered something, highlighted, bolded it, and then put a picture or a graphic or something.
Yes, I could have.
I just want to make sure it wasn't crazy. Okay.
Yeah, it's not, one better than the other or that it makes it a different position. It will still be in the same position even if you put it directly in the body area. It's just it obviously keeps it separate so
Mhm.
that for a webmaster to know this is, this part that's in the body with embedded code section is specifically that sentence and that button.
Mhm.
You don't have to worry about accidentally removing, another portion that was relevant. But then it also allows you to keep adding to the body. So
Mhm.
if there was more to add about the event, it would keep pushing down the body with embed code section so it remains at the bottom of the page.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. And then the other thing I really love about the body with embed code section is the grabby handles. When you have more than one paragraph box added, you can rearrange them really easily. And I guess that's if you're dealing with like, a long page or you have just a lot of different elements to it.
This box that you're looking at and talking about and
Mhm.
putting things in, is that something that you can do the way you do the rest of the boxes that is WYSIWYG? Or do you need to know some HTML in order to create that?
You do not need to know HTML. That is where the add additional formatted text box comes
So
in.
you could just put it in as text.
Mhm.
Even your button is going to work too.
Yeah. Yeah, you can add additional formatted text. I mean, even with the third-party embed code boxes, they all have the ability to switch between WYSIWYG and full HTML. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, if you are starting fresh, then I would just suggest adding those additional formatted text boxes, and they should come in with the WYSIWYG toolbar. If you have added them and they don't have that toolbar, just save like I did, save it as a draft, and then go back into edit, and they should be
Okay.
available.
That's why I've never even thought about doing anything like this.
Well, here's why I did it, because now that you mentioned it, go back down. I keep it there because when I save things as WYSIWYG, sometimes I lose the formatting that I
Oh,
want, the
mm-hmm.
bolding and stuff. So when I put it in the body as an embed, and I always have it as HTML, it always saves it perfectly for me every time. I don't have to go back and say, oh God, I got to go back and reformat it. So then if I put that in the body, I'd still have to keep playing with it, and I don't like to do that. I've saved too many times, and I lose the formatting that I wanted,
Okay.
and then I lose the formatting in the body, and then and it gets messy for me. So this makes it cleaner for me. I just
So
do
you
it
just
once,
say
and it's
you just
always there.
save this whole string of information somewhere, and the next time you do an event, you go and find that string of stuff and cut and paste it right in here, or
Oh
copy
no, it's
paste.
even worse than that. I'll go back to the beginning. I'll have an event with this at the bottom. I'll just clone it. And so it's all there. So I just have to replace the body of and the title of my clone and the date and the time.
Even
But the
though it
whole
could be a
bottom part is the same.
it could be a completely different event.
Right.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, because I use it for my ongoing meet your representative stuff. Yeah.
My problem with doing clones is that I am occasionally remiss in cleaning up everything from the previous iteration. And then I get these little complaints about why does it talk about orientation? This is the annual meeting.
Yeah,
You're
that
not alone in that.
that
You're not alone in that.
because working with a blank event, a brand new sheet, yeah, it would be easier to either find what you didn't fill in or,
Yeah,
you know.
yes, indeed.
Susan, I've done it both ways, and I'm not going to say one way is better than the other.
Yeah.
I
Yep,
just
yep, yep.
live with that sword better. Maris, you taught me that. It's what you want to live with, right?
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, you were picking between
Well,
one
I do,
or
I
other.
do have a question that's a
Yeah,
chronic problem for me, and that is, I like these icons that Bob has in here. Everything looks neat, tidy, and I never can remember what the recommended size is for something to use either as an image like this or at the top of the homepage in the slideshow.
gotcha. Yeah. The full width of a Milo page or the same width of the slideshow is 800. The slideshow window itself is 800 by 400. Um, the recommended size, I mean, there isn't there isn't really a limit as to how big. It just depends on if it's an image, if you have it super large, like really big dimensions, that's probably not the greatest as opposed to like a flyer. The bigger the dimensions, the better somebody will be able to see all the information. So the max size of like a hero image or main image that would be at the top of a page that just depends on what it is that's there. But the minimum size, I can't recall the actual pixels. Um, but if it's typical thumbnail size, I think that might be too small, and that's usually 250 pixels squared. That size is best for like here. So you can always have two different images when it comes to like an event or a page. If you have it promoted or on a calendar, you have the thumbnail version, and that is the main image. If you then use the alternate hero image as well, that's what would display on the page itself or the event.
Well, mine has always been the same image. I put it on the event page, and then I promote it to the homepage,
Mhm.
and it's the same image or as adjusted by MyLO. I don't do anything.
Yeah, and
Why don't we go back
that's
to
typical.
the my home page, and I'll show you.
You have an
Go back to
example.
that one there. Scroll down, and you can see what an example right there.
Which one?
So, right,
This
no,
one?
wait, don't click anything yet. This whole image I created to make sure this would come out this way. So that text there is in the summary, and I wanted to make sure that if you click on this now, you'll see that little box there which talks about the event right there is part of the original flyer. So click on that, and we'll go to the page or just say read more. What I did is I cut the top off and made another picture out of it. And if you go to edit, you can see how I did all this stuff. Or new draft, sorry. Because you can see how so the small one, the main image, I have just the header of what, the stars and stripes, and this is the meeting. And then the alternative whole image, I have the whole meeting, the whole big flyer.
Okay.
So I can use the same one two different ways. Now, if you scroll down, well, yeah, now you'll see all the tricks that I have. I just changed the address. This is the same as last year's. And if you go down, keep and change it from, change from HTML, you can see I did what you said before, Susan. All the PayPal options are what I had last year. It's all the same.
Yeah.
The only thing I added is the new annual business meeting payment instructions if you want to do it manual. And on the PayPal side, I just changed it from saying 2025 to say 2026. But everything above the payment options is new for the most part.
Right.
So,
Uh,
but I could have done that PayPal stuff in an embed, which would
true.
probably be
True.
smarter because it's going to be the same every year. Although
I've
sometimes we have dinners and you have options.
I haven't been asked to do that, at least not lately, that sort of stuff. But when you cut off the top of the flyer, are you doing a snip and creating a new JPEG
Yes,
and
yes.
then you have to upload it into the library and yada yada? Okay.
Yep.
But that's a good idea. I did not know you could do that.
And again, if you scroll down, this is Amherst, you just do quick because you miss all the good tricks you showed me. If you can create the table so everything stays in the right place. And this is where I screwed up because this is the buy now. Because if I don't remember to turn it back to HTML, that doesn't show up anymore. That buy now disappears. It only shows up if you save it as HTML.
I see. Yeah, because it looks like this is an embeddable PayPal form because it shows
Yeah,
up
I took
here.
the what is it, that embedded code from
Nice.
PayPal.
Yeah, I won't save anything there. Let me go back to the view.
See, I go to school on all the stuff you teach me, Amherst.
Awesome.
Okay. And you got that PayPal code by going to PayPal and they have buttons
Yes,
that you can choose, and this is one of the buttons.
yes.
Okay, good. Isn't it interesting that there are three of us in this meeting here that are not in California, and we're all in Michigan? That tell you something.
How funny, yeah.
But again, I like the MyLO because you can, if you, when you learn it, it's a lot of functionality you can put into this thing. This save
Yeah.
us a lot of work and in putting out really good web pages in a hurry.
I don't think I've ever had an issue with the size of a flyer when I'm doing, it's usually events, but as you know, it's the slideshow
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I have issues with. And so I do my best.
Now
Yeah.
I had to take this flyer here. They did it in Canva, and I had to change some of the fonts because it just wouldn't fit the way they had. It would just blow up too big. So I played with that a little bit. And then I had to insert the
On
QR
the
code.
main page, it was too
To
big.
make a flyer, I mean, to make a
No, on this
slideshow
page it was
about
too
it.
big. They
On
had
that
the
page.
fonts on.
Well,
You scroll down.
I've had big
Oh,
ones too, but I said, well, so what, you know?
Yeah, this whole flyer would start creeping over to the right because it
Oh,
was so
okay.
big. So
Oh,
I
all
think
right.
so the where, when, what, and cost I shrunk down a little bit.
Yeah, that would be an issue. Yeah.
let's see.
Maybe I guess I haven't come across that.
I didn't either, but we have some creative people that like real big fonts for whatever reason. But I liked it. I liked the format. It looked kind of, kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a cool guest at your annual meeting too. I wish I could come.
Hey, just click the QR code.
Mike has made it really easy for us.
Yeah. Everything but bus service, right?
How much did he charge?
Uh,
Is he charging? How much is he charging, or do you just give him a?
That I don't do that end of it. I know we're charging 45 and I think we have to pay for him in the appetizers and we're
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I
clear
meant.
money.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we've ever had anyone from out of state. Wow.
Now, the other thing I did too is that if you scroll down, the PayPal, I rigged it so you can do the PayPal where you can select things, but I also changed the donate on it so you could add notes. So because we're going to have a silent auction, in case some people want to
Oh,
use
wow.
PayPal for the silent auction, you got to have a note so they can write down what the
Which
donation
item?
is for.
Oh, wow.
And that's on the
Yeah, when
buy
you get
now button?
no, I work it off the donate page, but this is
Oh,
this
I
is
see. I see.
because they wanted to make sure if somebody didn't have cash for the silent
Right.
auction when they're there, they could pay by credit card. And we don't have one of those square things, square ones or whatever they're called.
Mhm. The
So
physical thing.
yeah, of course, I was against doing that because not all the sites here have internet service.
So being able to
Or
do real-time checking of it may not be
yes, yeah.
reliable.
So we'll see how this works.
That's a tough one.
All right, I've got to run. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you,
Well,
everybody.
thank you all.
But
Yeah.
and
Next
Amherst, thank
session,
you.
See you all.
it will be Thursday again. So the 28th will be the next time we'll see each other. But in the
Okay,
Google group for sure before then. Thanks,
before
everybody.
Memorial Day weekend. Right,
Yes.
cool.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.